Hit it. Yeah. Gotta get rid of a lot of these guys. Muchos de esos. Bye. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer, and author, Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Coming at you every Monday night, except for yesterday, on Facebook and YouTube live. Woo! Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Today's Tuesday is a little bit rough for everybody, but I saw people out there barbecuing, maybe feeling a little bit less than spectacular now that the pandemic is back and, we got to get outside and see the world. And I get it. You got the invite. Maybe the office is reopening and you got to switch the yoga pants and put on like real pants, or maybe, try on the belt, all the stuff. And you need to lose weight fast, but you don't have any extra time. So this is a question that people ask me literally. They asked me, I got asked yesterday, how can I lose weight fast? So today we're going to talk about diets, exercise, plans, habits, secret weapons. If you're jumping on live, make sure you say hi. Hola, Nicole. Nicole is still the shadow. She is still the shadow. Hola, Nicole. I'm assuming that's your shadow. Hopefully. Thanks, Nicole, for jumping on. Say hello. I believe Courtney is on too. I think Kona went to the vet today, but she's gonna be okay, guys. As a concerned puppy dad, I worry about my little puppy, but she's gonna be fine. She's becoming a lady, so she's gotta get spayed next week. Today's exercise is today's Ask the Trainer is, what's the best exercise for my abs? So it's probably the number 2 question I ask. So I'll answer that today. Comment, say hi. If you need a jump start on your route today's sponsor is Get Me Skinny, which I'm currently writing the 3rd version of the book. So I'm pretty excited to release that. It will be Hola, Chantel, hola from Canada. I think Canada's still closed or something. So maybe you guys still have to wear your mask. But if you go to Vegas, Vegas is open. They have no more pandemic over there, which is crazy. But that's Vegas. So we need to lose weight fast, like super fast. But before you go fast, you got to ask yourself a question. Like, are you ready? Like, are you really ready? So I'm going to give you the stuff that you can go like lightning speed and like real like fast. But you got to ask yourself, are you ready? Because think of it. If it took, like months and years to put on the weight, to lose it like super fast, we talk about like days and weeks, it's going to be like super hard. It's super hard. So you gotta think like, what are you willing to like commit? What are you willing to sacrifice? How big is your bigger burn, that motivation? I have clients that are getting ready for weddings, myself included, and they need to go fast. So we got no time for playing games. We can't be screwing around on Memorial Day and having, cheat meals and kind of going nuts. We got to go fast. We got to stay focused. So before you think about embarking on a fitness journey, especially on like extreme, like fast weight loss, which is not sustainable, you want to ask yourself those questions: are you ready, willing, and are you able? Ready and willing. And today I'm gonna give you the tools so you can be able to lose weight as fast as you can go. Now, if you want to know how fast you can go, this is gonna vary. Go to TotalBodyProject.com and actually have a fat loss calculator in there that you can actually put in your weight, put in like kind of like your activity level, what you're willing to do, and it'll give you numbers of how fast you can lose the weight. And remember, everyone's number is going to be different. And the problem with like weights and like scales is that they all measure like fat in like units, right? Units. But if you're bigger, you tend to lose weight faster because it's a different proportion of your weight. So if you're bigger, like say you're like in the 300-pound range or 280-pound range or 250 range, you're gonna lose more fat. You're gonna burn more calories than someone who's in the 130 range, the 115 range, the 90 range. So everybody's numbers are gonna be different. So when you see somebody that lost 10 pounds or 15 pounds, a lot of times these things aren't apples to apples, right? The difference between male, female, like age, metabolisms, all these things, they matter. So you can't compare yourself to somebody else. And more than likely, they're probably lying. When people tell you that, so they're like, "Oh, I did this," and I was like, "Oh, really?" Like, and then you ask for proof. But anyways, you want to think about 1 to 2 pounds a week is really good. That's if 2 pounds a week if you're aggressive, and that's awesome because that'll give you like 10 pounds like in a month, which is a lot. In 2 pounds, you got like 20 pounds. 20 pounds is a lot on the body. Like I said, and if you're bigger, you can actually even go faster. So Chantel says, "Oh, they're getting rid of yeah." So let's, woo, yes, it's over. Quebec. I'm glad Quebec is safe. Vegas is safe, like I said. I don't know for how long, but they're safe. Yeah, and that brings us to our emoji party. Yeah, hit those likes, hit those loves. I hear Kona cheering over there. She's a happy camper. She came back from. She's got to do antibiotics and all that stuff, but she's gonna be okay. The little puppy's gonna be okay. Say hello. Any questions? Any comments? All right. So now that you tested your ability, right? You say, "Am I ready, willing, and able?" You went to the fat loss calculator. You said, "Okay, if I put my head down, I can get to like say 8 pounds in a month, which is a lot, right? Because remember when I bring out the fat, it's like 5 pounds of fat is like this big. So it's a lot. You can lose that, two of those in a month, 10 pounds. That's a lot of weight. But you want to pick a number that's realistic to you, not like if everything goes right and you're willing to sacrifice. Because to go really fast, you're gonna have to sacrifice usually like a lot of like dinners and like family gatherings and holidays and things that can set you back because we have no time for you to be like kind of okay. The the solution I gave my clients for the weekend for Memorial Day is like make a decision, right? You can if you want to go fast, you can be in a caloric deficit all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? And that's just gonna speed up your rate. If you decide like, hey, I'm gonna enjoy the weekend and not be so strict and maybe eat, more of my maintenance calories, you're not gonna lose weight, but you're not gonna give anything back. So you'll eat a little bit more, exactly what you're burning, and then you kind of stay the same. So you're instead of losing weight, you're just gonna kind of stay the same and then keep losing like today, for instance. And there's the people that, unfortunately, my neighbors, people I saw outside. I don't know how many bags of chips they had, but the people that go backwards, the people that go backwards, that just eat like with reckless abandon, and now not only are they not in a deficit, but they're in a surplus of like 4 to 5 thousand calories. And remember, calories don't have feelings. They don't care. They're not like, oh, well, it's the weekend, Memorial Day, like for our troops, like they don't calories don't care. They're just science, right? It's just basic governing law. So you got to keep that in mind as you start working through your project. Now, let's look at some things that can help you. Sleep. You gotta sleep, right? Because you got these hormones, leptin and ghrelin. One suppresses appetite, the other increases hunger, and the hormones are all out of whack if you don't get the proper sleep, right? When you're asleep, the brain goes actually through a cleansing cycle, and you're actually able to clear kind of these toxins that build up between these neural pathways. And that feeling of brain fog, a lot of times that happens when you don't have enough sleep. So what happens with brain fog is you lower cognitive ability. What does that mean? It means that the ability to make good choices diminishes. It's a lot harder to think clearly, and poor choices become a lot easier. So sometimes if you're picking like you're making a poor choice, it could be just because you don't have enough sleep. So ask yourself those questions, because it's going to increase your hunger, all those things that really that you want to be in control of. Well, you are very difficult when you don't have the right amount of sleep. So that could be something that if you want to look at your program and see that you might be missing. And if you want to go fast, you got to move your butt a lot. You got to just increase those steps, and you got to get moving. You got to move. And if you want to do it in less time, then you got to get those steps. You got to figure out when you're going to do them. I have one client, Sonny, who's just been incredible. Every time he gets a call for his company, he's got business taker. He's up pacing around the office, pacing around the building, and he averages between 13 and 20,000 steps a day. A day. That's incredible. Hasn't changed, adjusted his lifestyle at all. He gets everything done. He just made this behavioral change, and now his steps are just like on fire. And if you want to go fast, then you got to make sure that the activity is high and the intake is low. That's how you can maximize that caloric deficit. Now you got some secret weapons that you can use, right? This is stuff that a lot of people don't know, but thirst and hunger kind of feel the same. So if you're hungry, I tell people, drink as much water as you can. Clear pee means healthy me, but the more that you're filled up with water, the less likely you are to be hungry. So maybe drink some water. That's gonna help suppress your appetite. It's gonna make fuel your brain. All these good things. But a lot of times you think you're hungry, you're actually really thirsty. So I would make sure that the pee's gotta be like clear, like it's gotta look like water. And if that's not it, then you gotta drink more water. The other thing is I would add a lot more fruits and vegetables to your diet. Vegetables especially, because all vegetables are basically like 0 calories. And don't dip them in ranch or like any peanut butter or anything like that. Remember, you want to go fast. You said how to lose more fat in less time. And this is the way to do it. You got to eat more vegetables, broccoli, celery, things that are really low in calories. Load up on that stuff. Make sure half your plate is all vegetables. And if you're hungry, add more fruit, right? Fruit also is lower in calories than say like chips or like sandwiches or things that are man-made that don't really won't give you that sense of satiety that like a fruit or a vegetable will. So if you want to go fast, add more fruits and vegetables in your diet, which is really helpful. Now here's another one you can do, and this is not for the faint of heart. You want to log every single calorie, and this is not sustainable. This is something that you don't want to continue for the long run. But remember, we're not talking about like the long run, your lifestyle changes. No, you got to get back to the office. You got the invite to the summer barbecue. You got to go. You got to go fast, and you got to go now. So you need to log your food. Every single little bite that you take, you need to log it and make sure that you can really increase and give yourself a huge caloric deficit, because that's what's going to make you go fast as possible. And I know you don't want to hear it. A lot of people don't want to hear it. Yeah, there's people throwing stuff at me. Yeah, I get it. No more cheat meals like ever, especially if you want to go fast, because they don't exist. Cheat meals do not exist. Cheat meals do not exist. Cheat meals do not exist. Right? I know people are like, oh, I got a cheat meal. Like, no, they don't exist. It's like a cheat day in spending. I don't have today's a cheat day. I spend as much money as I want right now. Like, imagine the damage with Amazon that you can do if you had a cheat day for money. Same thing for calories. If you have a cheat meal and it just skyrockets to like the 4, 5, 6,000 range, you're basically having like 3 or 4 days of food in a really small window. So you can't eat recklessly. You should never eat recklessly. When you're full, you need to stop and really, aim to really just be kind of 80% satisfied is where you want to go with nutrition, especially if you want to go fast. So hopefully that makes sense. Give you guys some action-packed tactics that you guys can employ right away. And here's a cool one. What's the best exercise for my abs? So when people ask me this question, I'm always wondering if they really want the best exercise or they want their abs to look a certain way. Because those are two different questions. One would be what I think the most effective exercise to work the transverse abdominis and the rectus abdominis, and all those fancy words. But what I think is that people want to have their abs look a certain way. And if that's the case, then you can do this exercise until the cows come home. It's not going to matter. What you need to do is focus on the nutrition, because 95% of how we look and how our stomach looks is based on the nutrition. And not just the nutrition of what you're putting in, but the mindset, how you approach these things. So let's look into my favorite exercise for the abs. It's a plank. Oh, let's look at this guy. It's non-pandemic guy. This is pre-pandemic guy. We like that guy. Oh no. Let's go to the other guy. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Elbows directly over the shoulders, chin tucked in, abs tight, butt tight, quads tight, and hold.
Nice. So let's watch that guy again, right?
Elbows directly over the shoulders, chin tucked in, abs tight.
So what you're looking for here is you want to see that chin is tucked in and it's in line with the body. You want to make sure the ears are aligned with the shoulder, right? Chin's aligned. So it should be like neutral spine in this plane. arms should be about 90 degrees. You shouldn't have like abs on your back. I don't know why you would try to cripple your back, but don't do that. Definitely don't do that. That's wrong. And if a trainer puts on your back, get a new trainer right away. Right away. uh, we want to make sure that we flex the abs, the glutes, and the quads for this one. And if you did this one correctly, you really feel that burn. You can do it on the ball. You can do it on the bozu. What I really like to do is I like to preload the plank with crunches. So you burn out the abs first, then you go into a plank, burn out the abs with the crunches, then you go into a plank, and you can get a really maximum benefit for that one. But that's my favorite exercise for the abs. I think it's the most effective. But like I said, I think when people ask me, I think they think about like getting rid of the fat. And unfortunately, even if you can hold the plank for, I don't know, 10, 20 hours, you're still going to look the same afterwards. Because remember, like when people tell you that they lose this weight like super fast, it's just not true. You can lose water weight really fast, right? Water weight, you can just lose it super quick. If you don't believe me, like look at yourself, then wet yourself in the shower, go get your shoes all wet, jump back on the scale and see if you probably look the same. You may look a little wet, but probably look the same. And then weigh yourself if you're dry. You're gonna look the same. The bodies don't change that much. They do change when you get rid of fat, and fat's actually real matter. You can see it like on people's faces, on their rings, like jewelry, belts, bras, underwear. That's how you can really track the changes. So if you hadn't had a chance yet, we're up to over 180 people in our Fitness Avengers group. Now that we're finally, and I'm hoping ending this COVID craziness, the gyms are back open. I think I'm going to get back in the gym here pretty soon. Get all the clients back live so we can all, get in shape and do all that good stuff. Please like, share, Please like, share, and comment. Tune in next week. We'll be back at our regular time, Monday at 6 p.m. We're going to talk about Fat Fighting 101, cardio versus weightlifting. So which one is better for your body? My name's Tony Arreola. I'm an NASM master trainer, and my purpose is to teach you health and happiness. You're the reason I exist. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please stay safe out there. Love each other. The pandemic is almost over, and make sure you take care of yourself. So mental health was like something critical over this kind of crazy times. But we're almost out, guys. We can hug again. Thanks, Untitled. Thanks, Nicole, for jumping on. Thanks, Court. Thanks, Kona. Thank you all, and I'll see you on the skin side. Take it away.
If you like the show, make sure to like it and share.
Yes.
Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project. Visit totalbodyproject.com for more info.